Get your popcorn ready, because we're going to do a null test between the UAD2 and the UADx. Oh yeah, we're doing it right now.
You're listening to The Dangerous Mind of Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov. No excuses, no BS, no
So
pants.
Jan Leon says both plugins completely null, meaning it's the same algo and the same sound. If you hear differences, it's either YouTube compression messing the sounds or pure placebo effect. Could be placebo effect, or maybe it's Unison. What you're listening to right now is the UAD API, the UAD2 API going through the Unison strip here in channel 3. So this is reflecting how I would set it up normally for voiceover. This is about a level that I would use. So let's switch. So we have the Universal Audio UAD2 in channel 3. Now the mic is split from a mic splitter into 3 and 4. 4, as you see here, with the input level all the way down. This is set to reflect that, right? So this has the input level all the way down. All right, so what we're getting is level to the UADx over here. Now, if I haven't switched over to the UADx. You're still listening to the UAD2, but if you look at these levels, if they're set the same, this is looking really crispy over here. Look at that. The input levels are definitely different, as are the output levels. Here, let me switch. So now, right? Listen to how crispy that is. Oh God, I gotta get rid of this. All right, so we gotta adjust that. So what I think is happening is that even though the microphone is being fed into a microphone input in channel 4, I think that since we are feeding the output of console, and we have to feed the output of console in order to do this test like this. So console is really the front end to set my my level going in and turn on phantom power, etc., etc. So we want to get these pretty much the same. Here, let's try to get these close. La 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 la. This should be a little hotter. La 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 la. All right, so that's pretty close. But here we're gonna sweep it a little bit. So if I unmute both, okay, hold on, let me get. So if I unmute both, all right, so what we get is, a mush. But if I hit this phase button, and they're the same, they should know. But they don't. So what you get is this, and I can even hear, maybe it's the difference in the volume, but there's no point in which this changes. There's no point in which this nulls. Notice that? So while I do believe that the two plugins are probably the same exact code on the inside, the UAD2 going through Unison makes a huge difference in the sound. Unison definitely imparts some qualities to it, probably more of an analog sound quality to it. So Unison is definitely doing something. So I'm not saying that they would be different plugins if you put them in side by side in your DAW. If I put them side by side in Logic and ran a signal through them, they might completely null because they might be operating at the same level. And also, without the Unison, they would be the same. But Unison creates an extension of the circuitry that's modeled in here that changes the two. And that's my point. So I'm sure side by side in your DAW, they would probably sound exactly the same. But side by side in your DAW, you couldn't cut live through the UAD2, but you could cut live through the UADx. So there you go. But I want to know what you think, all right? Let me know. And again, hold on. So here's UADx. So let me know what you think in the comments. All right? Until next time, this is Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov, fading to black.